Helokawans. I think my mic is on. Yes. Hello. Welcome to the Dungeons and Dragons where we play Tuesday with me, the Master of Immortal, Part 2, the DM. Unjumble this sentence. To all the folks observing Ramadan, happy fasting, and also Selamat Berbuka just now. I apologize for last week. I had a headache. And we're back anyway. In session 20, half the gang sort out their feelings, while the other half make sure their civilian friends are far away from whatever horrible area of effect exists where they are. We leave the heroes as they merge back together and try to make sense of whatever that pulse was that wrecked through them. Going back, just as Mume and Bosk arrive, not a few seconds after the three who were sharing their feelings underground resurfaced, a strange wave pulsed through all of them, making them feel a little bit sick. At the same time, I hope that they feel good that they have made the civilians go away, because the civilians would not have been having a great day. Now, I want to know what your plans are now that you have seen the spire essentially pulse.
Can any smart people understand what that pulse is?
Yeah?
I have,
DM,
I guess.
what's the distance?
What's the distance?
Could we estimate the distance before the thing started getting uncomfortable?
I can't remember exactly what I said, but I think I said you could rock up to the place within
A few hours, I think.
like 2 to 3 hours. If you're being quick about it, maybe less. I'll have you make a survival roll. It's not very hard to go to the place since you can see it now. It's just how fast you can get there.
Yes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have, as a player, have some suspicions about what the power of the tower might be for. Would Gunlag be able to kind of ascertain? I suspect that it's got to do with keeping the dome up and the things that are able to kind of suck up the souls to keep it powered is kind of a suspicion I have, a bit of a theory.
It's just a guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
it's a
are
working
guesses.
theory.
I would allow you to roll.
Allowed to kind of think the same.
I will allow you to sort of brain fart this to the people who have proficiency in Arcana and have looked at the files when it was downloading, just like file names and shit. So
We
So-
were looking at the files as they were down.
Ida was not. So it was just Bosk and Valerius, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Van,
Is
I
that
think.
like,
Van
Not
is
the
not
better
here,
theory.
have
so
like more information than Good Luck does. So I'm just like, is this reasonable to surmise?
okay. Who would you like to give that advantage to?
Who the smartest, Bosk or Valerius?
I think Arcana number, Valerius should have higher number than me.
Plus
Yeah,
10.
I would
Yeah.
put in Valerius as well.
Grab it, Valerius.
Alright.
Story-wise, you just brain farted to the whole gang after like almost barfing. You're like, what if?
Good luck
Oh.
is just on looking at everything.
It's
going,
okay,
this
you
thing
have-
probably
you
has
have a
powers
second
of
roll.
evil.
There's a second roll. Okay,
There we
Flash of
go,
Genius,
better.
28.
Okay, 28.
Sorry, that's not 20. Sorry. I made a
Maybe
mistake.
it's
26,
26,
26, 26,
right?
26.
Yeah.
26. Okay.
That's up to the
I
With
brain
sword.
with the 26
House.
and the 11, Bosk, you don't really remember anything except for the fact that it was a lot of scrolling and you're just thinking about how much reading you have to do, which takes you back to uni days, which is many hundreds of years ago, which you don't think you would ever say in your life as a human.
Go.
Indeed.
And Valerius, you were scrolling, and
Yes.
you were the one who was dragging and dropping files, essentially the top, the middle, and the bottom. Initially, in the early ones, at the top, you vaguely remember seeing in a Project Moth archive. Something about a spire. Unfortunately, you have not opened the folder yet.
Can I just very
This
quickly
to
just
me looks like a spire.
can I very quickly, Valerius, like just pull out his tablet? Like, wait a minute.
Spire.
Scroll back. Spire. Click. What it say?
Um, how long do you want to spend reading through this report?
I believe we are not going
How
anywhere as
Okay.
well, right?
While
long is the
Valerius is
report?
doing that, I will ask Gunlog, or I'll tell Gunlog, we should probably contact the others to see if the wave reached them.
That's a
Or
good
do we have
idea.
an idea of how far the wave would have gone?
No. You just felt really bad when it hit you, and you're thankful that you have enough base
Was
of
it visible?
constitution to it was not, think about it as like a sonic boom kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's like
But
it's
we can still tell the
deep.
direction. Like we felt a force, or did we just suddenly feel bad and then
Okay, what happened was, as it hit you, before you
Mhm.
convulsed, you saw the base of the spire light up, and then whatever light thing shot up to the top of the spire and then
okay.
dispersed.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, so we could kind of see
Mm.
that it was coming from the spire. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
like a
However,
doomsday
you know
device.
that the only reason why you could see it is because you're this close.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I say
We'll
that.
do
Okay.
ascending and be
I
like,
believe
hey,
I believe
Spire,
that
just
was
how you feel.
oh, sorry,
Wait,
you
good
go
luck
ahead.
first.
Oh, sorry. I'll sending to dwarf. Um, Tower just did a thing. How are you guys feeling?
Van
Everything okay?
replies, I kind of felt as if I needed to puke, but otherwise I'm pretty fine. We found some berries, and we're trying to eat.
They're
Very
good.
good.
Did something happen? Or was it? Did
We
you
don't know
also
how sending
puke?
works.
Oh.
Come on.
It's 25
can't
words. It
reply.
ends.
Yeah.
This, and then the end. At some point.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. 'Cause she's not a magic person. She doesn't know
No,
this.
I know. Wonderful.
And she speaks out loud as well. Like, you don't know, but her brother turns to her and goes, "Who are you talking to?" And then they have a sibling conversation. Anyway, Mumi, you were saying something.
All right. The posing one, is it just the both of us that see the light from the bottom that shoots up to the sky, or is it just a Mume thing?
I had you roll
Advantage at 29, I believe, for me.
yeah, so anybody who I think got above a 22 or something like that. And then I assume you told each other.
Yeah, I'll say that additionally, I don't know if they noticed, but the flash also connects to something to the sky, like it was giving something towards the sky energy, or I'm not sure. Can I arcana or make a intelligent guess of like what would it be? Is it like what I assume it's grabbing souls and feeding it to the dome? That's my
Hmm.
wild intelligent guess at least.
You can do an arcana check. What do you have based on your skill set that can make this better?
My skill set besides reliable talent, which means that I won't be rolling below a 17, uh,
As in your
which
knowledge
also
base as Mume.
mm, uh, if there is a something that's uh, uh, that I can see, which is like ghost based or spirit based, I might be able to see, but I'm not sure from this distance if I can see anything because it's still quite a distance, right?
Hmm.
So
I mean, yes and
not
no.
that. Yes and
Um,
no. Okay.
here, why don't you your intelligence actually? Why don't you roll me a base wisdom check,
Wisdom.
like a flat wisdom with your
Okay.
proficiency?
So that is +2 +5 7. Okay.
Oh, big.
Natural 20,
Very
so
good.
27. 27.
27. Okay, with a 27, you listen to what Gunlag said, and you know to interject that maybe it is less to do with just whatever dome you're in, and more to do with how the creatures are being fed with eternal life or resurrection. You don't like this.
Okay. Well, that doesn't feels good, right? Um, yeah, I think it's feeding what is keeping you guys alive for so long. At least what I think I believe it is. Not
So
just the
it's
dome,
Feeding us.
feeding
I didn't feel
everything.
like we were being fed.
Well,
wow.
everything in this dome, the people inside the dome, the unnatural phenomenon where white crops can grow on snows,
Might be how she keeps herself immortal. Just keep
or
grabbing
people
life.
she deems useful,
Mm,
immortal.
might be part of her ritual. Which is
Hmm.
Okay, Valerius, how many minutes are you spending going through that particular document? Because it is, I'm not going to say it's extensive, but there's certain key things that you can glean from it.
Can I just control search and just type in spire or tower and then see what's the following sentence to that search?
No.
Damn it. I will say I'll tell the group guys I'm gonna need like 20 minutes to look through this document real quick. This might have some bearing on what's going on.
I
Okay.
don't think we're going anywhere tonight, so take your
Okay,
time.
an hour then.
I mean,
Valer
Okay.
spends an
goes how
hour.
you doing? You just throwing up, yeah?
Ghost is just
no.
puking.
Oh no.
Okay.
'Cause-
Is Ghost still in the hole?
I don't think so. I
I
think he came out.
Yes. No, he's still in the hole.
Oh, it's still in the
Valeris
hole.
takes like a
Okay,
random
so
rock,
we
casts
we
Cresty on
hear
it, and chucks
Ghost
it
like
into the hole.
deep down the tunnel.
is
Ah,
Ghost doing okay?
That must smell terrible.
He's not having a good day.
Hmm.
I think it's all just kind of a little much for him today.
I nod. And then I look at the tower, thinking like, should we press on or should we set up camp here again?
I think we might want to stay tonight. Um, there's no point in dragging Ghost. He's oversensitive just to even noise or movement and everything, and I don't want to leave him here by himself.
Right. Um,
Especially if we need
D-
to make it out in a hurry.
DM, do I think that I would have something that I can do to make him feel better? Like maybe incense,
you can definitely
potpourri pouch or something like that.
make him feel better for flavor. You
Yes,
might
yes.
be able to stop the puking, but you also, from a psychological perspective, I'm not a doctor, people. Um, just before somebody comes at me, you think that this is more psychosomatic because none of you continue puking. This seems like a ghost thing.
Yep.
Um,
So maybe like some calming aromatherapy
Chamomile tea.
thing.
Easy enough.
And
In fact, you can find
I've
various herbs.
I've tried lesser restoration on him, right, and it didn't work.
Definitely did not.
But you
Okay.
haven't tried that to stop the puking. It probably would help.
I think
I haven't tried it for the puking. That's true.
Yes, because that's a recent happening.
indeed.
That's a recent development.
Okay,
This is
so
true.
I'll let the party know that I'll be nearby. I'm just gonna grab some herbs while Valerius looks up his stuff on his tablet.
He started puking about when the tower did the thing.
Yeah,
pretty
but when the
much.
pulse happened, yeah.
It's like did not feel good. Now feel worse.
Okay. In that case, I might want to lesser resto him and see if it helps.
Okay.
Going back into the tunnel.
Yeah.
It
Very
smells.
brave.
It
So
smells like puke and peaches.
yeah. Mm.
Terrible.
I
Right.
see you head back,
Uh,
like turn back to go in. I'm like, oh, do you want to borrow this thing?
Your mask.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Funnily
Okay,
enough,
here you
inside the mask is something that morticians tend to have. They would wipe mint, like they would get like mint lip gloss or whatever, and wipe it under their nose. So all you smell is mint instead of dead people.
As long as
Mhm,
boss
mhm.
hasn't been puking as well.
Her puke
Alright.
would be real bad.
If he pukes, it will be, if she pukes, it will be acid.
Oh, it'd be real bad.
God.
Anyway,
Yes.
so
Oh,
Ghost,
buddy, this is
you while
rough.
retching, you hear a friendly voice.
Oh no. Leave
A
me
friendly
alone.
voice. It's Gunlog.
It's
Okay.
good luck.
This
This
sounded
does
so
not.
ominous. I thought there was gonna be like a weird sending
Oh
or something.
no. You hear a
I thought
friendly
it was.
voice out
Okay, okay.
loud, not in
Feel
your
free.
Oh,
head.
I thought it was GM Ghost
Eh,
talking to Ghost again.
Yeah.
No.
So okay. Oh, buddy, do you want to maybe come out and we can dig another hole that does like if you're so sensitive, that's gonna really fuck with your nose, isn't it?
He'll just flump over in the hole and just try and be still and cover himself again.
All right, let's see what I look. I'm just gonna move close to you, really slowly and quietly. I'm gonna try to make some of the nausea go away. Okay? Or
Hmm.
slowly stretch out my hand and like just barely touch him because I know everything is sensitive. And let's rest her.
Okay.
So have a
Uh,
verbal component. I have to be like,
like
yes.
applying Vicks Vapor Rub mixed with Panadol onto a woman during her period.
Yep.
You gingerly place your hand just off the fur, not disturbing anything, and some healing, some restorative energy passes through you into Ghost. Ghost, you feel better slightly.
Uh, is it
Slightly.
working?
You don't feel like
help?
chucking anymore.
We'll stop
Progress.
puking for now, but just lie there and not want to move.
I'm gonna see if I can kind of like tear down a little bit of the wall so I can like cover the vomit.
Well, the
Like
thing
bury
about
the vomit.
the
Like
bomb
don't
right
like
now.
bury his shame.
You should just go help the others.
Yeah, buddy, you're the one needing help right now.
I'm not going anywhere.
I can tell. But we can go. We could not go anywhere together for a little bit, hey? But let me just like cover this. It's a little bit rank. I didn't think you
Uh,
were like eating anymore.
No, I'm not.
So like, how long has it been since you ate? Cause How old is this shit?
He starts covering his
Ghost
ears
is the one
again.
that doesn't poop.
I was about to say, do you not
Shakes
poop?
fist.
Do you not pee or poo? Is that like a thing now?
He's gonna cover his ears and try and be silent.
He's loud. He's noisy again.
I will
Uh,
still like ask little questions, just like under my breath, and just like stupid shit. Just so there's a little bit of company, even if it's not being as appreciated as it maybe
Uh-huh.
could be.
You're trying. And as you're trying
Yeah.
also to clean up the smell. The smell honestly is not as bad as burning bodies. So
I'm
you're
not as bad as
you're
burning
fine.
bodies. I've smelled worse things in the
Yeah.
lows. Come on, this is nothing.
The lows.
Some
He will dig
250
a
years
hole
ago.
and stick his head in.
Goes turn into an ostrich. Anyway, Valerius, you go through first one document, and then somehow you catch a glimpse of another name and another, and you sift into another document, and you find it irrelevant. You jump to another one, you find that irrelevant.
Oh, it's
He's
It's
Wikipedia.
It's
hopping.
Wikipedia, and then somehow you end up at this thing called Spider-Man. No,
Valerius has like the tablet open in front of him, his phone over his helmet on, just to have a third display. He's like, oh god.
that wasn't what we were looking for, but that's kind of interesting looking.
It's
Right
like-
click,
It's like, Scooter
save.
man, what's this?
you now are stuck reading about how stuff about Gunlog and some things that Bosk was doing with bodies, which you can
Right.
probably tell her later. I will send you a text.
Okay.
And then you find something about Project Moth and the Spires.
Finally.
You
Alright.
read. Oh, a lot of the information has been redacted, and it looks old. It came from like the first few files, just maybe about 25 files after the first video that you watched.
Okay.
And for the most part, you gleam within that hour that yes, this is definitely not something any one of you were actively working to make or to fix. This existed concurrent to you being mentally remodeled. What is that word? Propagandized at brainwashed.
Brainwashed.
I like mentally remodeled.
Visualized, if you like.
Troll.
Just changing some walls in your head. But this has been a project that has been ongoing for a really long time. You gleam that it has been in process for about 150 years prior to your alleged downfall. But somehow it was masked under a different name. You remember also places like Rock Hollow being one of the point areas where they would transport, goods in terms of like magical objects, stones, rocks, gems that would need. And then you look to the spire as you read this and you realize, okay, that makes sense. It does look strangely too dark a stone to be in this terrain. Also, the random green lines, kind of weird, not natural. There seems to be some schematics on how it works. However, it is so much of it is redacted that you cannot make heads or tails. You would have to go to site to figure it out.
Valerius kind of just looks at he kind of looks at the sky. He's like, all the information just within fingertips reach, but it's redacted. He visibly groans and falls off the log he's sitting on.
The sun has finally properly disappeared. It's dark. Now all you can see in front of you is a sometimes blurry, sometimes clear vision of the spire, even more illuminated in the darkness.
Valerius will sit back up and just look at the closest person, probably Bosk, to be perfectly honest with it. All right. Found information regarding the spire. Unfortunately, it is not much to go on. He like flips the tablet over to her. It's like it's been in the process for like like hundreds of years. It is hundreds of years, like decades at this point. Blah 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 blah. Unfortunately, what it does and its schematics are so heavily redacted, Valerius cannot make heads or tails of what it actually does.
You think it's important that we check it out tonight?
You mean head into the tower itself with ghosts down? You sure about that?
That's why I was asking.
Well, whatever this tower is, it's been operating for a while now, even before we got rescued. So, assuming that it hasn't actively killed us yet, I think we can delay it for just a little bit longer, at least until we're back up to full strength.
Right? Sounds good. I haven't been feeling anything strange about being near it, but you've been here the whole day. Have you been able to pick up anything?
Well, the wave
Are you
of
feeling all right?
besides the slight feeling of wanting to puke when the pulse went out, that was about it, to be honest. Evidently,
Right.
Ghost got it harder than the rest of us.
I nod. Okay, we should let the others know.
Valerius nods. Good luck, sit under.
I think so. I went to get some herbs to see if we could make Ghost feel a bit better, and then I hold up a bunch of random flowers and leaves that I thought would be helpful.
Valerius
The-
nods and tosses the tablet to Doc Boss real quick. I'm gonna do a quick perimeter check. I'll be right back.
Okay. Where's Mume?
That's a
Behind
good
you.
question. Behind you. Creepy.
Doing the Undertaker behind you.
It's like, oh,
Oh Jesus Christ!
Only it's
no
a
way.
fluffy
standing
cat.
here the whole time. Okay.
Yes. What do you need?
Right. It sounds like we're gonna set up camp again. Is it late enough that it's like, okay, set up camp here? Pretty good.
Because this site was the previous night camp, so
Yes.
I assume it is still good to be setting camp here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
you
we
don't
like
you don't
we were
have
like,
to make
oh,
a
we're
roll.
gonna leave, and then pack, and then we're like, oh, we're back here.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't leave.
Unpack,
Okay, unpack.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to make a roll to know that this would be a relatively safe distance given the information you don't have on going nearer.
Yep.
And if it's only like a 2-3 hour walk to the spire itself, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
might as well stay here and have a walk tomorrow, is what you think. Both of you, actually, with
Okay.
your high survival.
Okay.
We agree. And then we say that, oh, we can cook the rest of whatever that animal was that we hunted earlier today.
Yes.
Oh.
Better not waste
Also-
it then.
Yum, fresh meat.
The herbs that you gathered is a mixture of the flavors of sarsaparilla and vanilla.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The sarsaparilla root, but they don't have it here, so it's like sarsaparilla pine vanilla. Anyway, Valerius, you said you wanted to do a perimeter. I would say at this point, all of you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want, whatever you need, before your long rest.
So Valerius is gonna walk around and just have a look. See, like, what's a good perimeter range? I'll say 100 feet radius around our campsite. Just looking outwards, just to make sure there's nothing there. I would like to do this while stealth.
Okay.
Valerius,
Yes,
what happened to your simulacrum?
Simulacrum has
We
not
don't
responded.
know.
We don't
You
know.
don't know.
know.
I
He's
am probably
somewhere.
sending him again. It's a new day.
Do you need to terminate it and make a new one?
If he doesn't come back by tonight, then probably yes. If that is the case, who would you guys like it to replicate?
Do you want level 9 spells?
Do you want
That
level 9
sounds
spell?
that sounds very tempting, but then at the same time, two good knocks would be like, yes, interesting.
Doesn't your level 9 spell come from your item though?
Oh wait, yes, never mind. But would you like
Oh.
level 8 spells?
I love A cells are still pretty good though. All right,
Ah,
we'll
yeah.
think about it in a minute. I'll roll for my stealth check first.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Uh,
Okay, I
I-
disappear.
Oh my god.
Will
Why?
do ascending to Valerius and see if we can locate him if he's still alive.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
you
going
see me.
to go with what I did
Hey
last time
buddy,
just because
you okay?
funny. I need you to roll me a d2. One for real Valerius, one for faux Valerius. If he's alive,
Oh
um,
no.
after you send it.
Let's see. A dishes are 22. Two.
Okay, you get faux Valerius. Okay.
Yes.
What's the
I'm so good at
message?
this. Second time in a row.
Yes.
Big.
So I will confer it with probably Bosk first because she was one of the people that kind of helped us set up camp here. What some good directions or landmarks are for him to look for. So I can give him those directions.
Mm,
Along with like a hey, you alive? We at this location look for these and these landmarks. Good luck.
When we both walk out to get the civilians out of the radius of the Doom Tower Spire, did we see any other landmark, something unique besides trees, snows, and hills?
No. Also, you find it funny that as you go further and further away from your campsite, the spire also starts to disappear. You're
Yeah.
unsure at which point you lose sight of it completely.
So we don't really have a true landmark for him to follow, actually.
I mean, there would be others other than just the spire, surely.
No,
Question to
yeah,
DM: do we see any animals around like the tower radius?
Nope.
Nearby,
Mume
no.
noticed this. There's no sign of
living.
warm-blooded
Or dead.
living creatures.
Only plant.
Only
What about
plant.
cold?
Not even
blooded
insect.
Cold-blooded, I don't know. You know the
We-
things with blood? Somehow no bones, nothing.
Yeah, so I believe the first day I already noticed that, but I don't remember if I
We only
told you
found
guys
meat
before.
when we
Went
left
further.
its
Yeah,
sphere of influence.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Are there any guidelines or things to look out for that I can give to let Gunlog know where?
Make me a
Like,
survival
how-
check.
north
Fine.
of that, there's a weird rock formation.
Is
Go
it-
east from that.
is it able to give the help action for survival check?
Let's see, where am I at? Here
No.
I am.
You
No,
can
okay.
brainstorm the best things to tell him.
Do we both roll then?
That's
I
pretty
would like
good.
both of you to roll. 17 is pretty
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Let's see, where is survival here?
Oh, wait a minute. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, 17
My
as well.
proficiency is double.
Hmm?
Also use.
Oh, I already have double proficiency. Whatever,
Lol.
doesn't matter. I can't double the double. That's too powerful.
Indeed. So 17 and 17.
Ah, pairs, excellent.
You think about it. You remember some things that look obvious to you that might be obvious to somebody who is considered a scout.
Yes, he has very good perception. He will be able to see this thing.
The problem
What if I
is
fire an arrow with a red ribbon attached to it up into that tree?
you don't know where he is for him
Yeah,
to
we don't know
come
where
here.
he's coming from.
Yeah,
But
so, like,
as
sort
you
of
think about
like
that,
this
um,
far north of the lake, like roughly,
mm-mm.
when you see like the strange rock formation, take slightly east for like half an hour, and we're in the rough area. Please look for signs of us. I don't know,
Please.
like something like that, you know.
I think what you're looking at, trying to think, because you came out of a foxhole essentially.
Yeah, we came
And
out of
he-
the tunnel.
Yeah, and he is like previously on a tree. Now you don't
Yeah.
know. And I'm gonna admit this. He didn't roll too good,
Yeah.
and you don't know whether or not he is. Well, at least you know Valerius is good at directions like north, south, east, and
Yeah.
west.
Exactly. So I'm like gonna try to like cardinal direction because that's more helpful for Valerius than it ever would be for me.
Correct. I would say you give him. I'm not giving you specifics, but you give him
Yeah.
a decent explanation in 10 words that he could feasibly understand to make his way to you.
The other words will be hope you're not dead.
You're not dead.
We're waiting here for another night. Good luck.
Okay. Do you
Just you respond.
I'm trying to think. Okay. So you feel the message go through. It reaches its target. But what you
Voice
hear
alive.
back is wheezing.
Uh oh.
Oh, that's not good.
He's alive, but he's not happy about it.
Like
He's full of
heavy, like chesty cough kind of wheezing. Like he not doing great kind of wheezing.
He fell into a river.
Had to
It's
make a
not nice because it still sounds
save.
like Valerius, my friend, and it's like it's kind of fucking me up a little bit.
By Gunlong, it's Valerius. He fails a con save anytime it makes this noise.
Shush.
All right,
Like,
Valerius will
can,
be bad at
can we
casting
tell from
save as well.
the noises, like, how badly does it seem to be? Like, is it regular Valerius
is
failed
he
con
capable of
Regular
saying anything?
Valerius.
Is what I'm
You've-
wondering.
The thing is, when Valerius usually gets injured, he makes old man noises, but it's not like him betraying the pain. He always puts up a front. This noise that you're hearing is somebody in dire straits.
Oh, Valerius.
Like
can
water
ask
in your
him.
lungs kind of dire straits.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's not nice. So is he incapable of speech? Is that what it sounds like?
Pretty much. Whatever he's trying to do.
Shit.
He's
Should we
been
tell-
Fortunately,
Quickly.
Fortunately,
Pull the plug.
sending is not speech, so try to extract as much information out you can before you terminate him. That's the pragmatic part of me talking.
Yeah.
Valerius doesn't do
Like
that. I mean,
Valerius-
Valerius
Valerius
doesn't do that.
insane.
Quick, find Valerius, ask him to terminate the spell.
Oh,
We
God.
don't know where he is. We don't know.
I'm gonna try. to
Valerius,
look for him.
meanwhile, is still under a tree next to a fire reading his tablet.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I went
No,
out
he's
scouting.
gone.
Oh,
he's
you
gone
went scouting. You don't know where he is.
He's somewhere. Wrote a
He's-
natural 20 for stealth.
Yeah, I
disappeared.
can't.
Like
I
a
don't think I can
34.
find him, but
34 for
No.
stealth. Like, if this Valerius is choking, I mean, Valerius is choking, Valerius is missing.
Oh god. Do I even know which Valerius I actually got? Oh my god.
oh,
Yeah.
You're like,
You're
wait, where's
pretty sure
Valerius? I'm
you're
like, "Oh,
you're
he went
very sure
scouting."
you got the correct one.
Okay. I think good luck still feels like a little bit like pale. Like a
It's
little
like, oh,
bit pale.
shit. Buddy, where'd you go?
no.
Come back.
Like it still sucks because it's still like it looks and sounds and feels like Valerius.
It does, uncannily so, and the fact that like you hear his voice struggling, but the breathing is also struggling, and the chestiness of it is also like this person is not having a great time.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Does it? Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to. I don't think I'd be able to tell that. Never mind. Talking myself.
Okay.
Anyway, you get 25 words worth of wheezing before it disconnects.
Jeez.
Right.
Does he like really make it last by like one word?
It's like,
Ah!
At some point, it's like, oh, that'd be really funny. It just until you lose breath, and then you start the next word. No,
God.
every
Huh?
intake of breath, every exhale, occasionally you would hear Valeria's version of swearing, of in trouble,
Hoot.
but unable to really enunciate what he's trying to do or is doing or is in the process of not dying. You think that when the message hit, he is too focused on the survival aspect. He's not Bear Grillsing very well.
Yeah, his survival was shit anyway.
Oh,
Makes sense.
oh no.
Direction
Well, that
good,
sucks.
survival not so great.
That's
Oh,
why
I
you
try
go
not to
with a
think about
group.
that anymore.
Okay. Cutting to Valerius. Real Valerius this time. Did you tell anyone you're going scouting?
I did tell boss.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
He
So-
told me, and I'm like, okay. And then I
As
sat
soon
down and started mixing my herbs.
as soon as you turn around to see, okay, he's gone. You think rude.
Classic.
Second of all, I'm not leaving you any drinks. DM putting words in your mouth, like. Anyway, what are you looking for with your 100 feet radius?
Any threats that could potentially be the bots slash undead things that were patrolling around us, and then any potentially hostile animals or creatures.
I will allow you to rewind this and ask Bosk to do like a primeval awary thingy to.
Oh, why not for the creatures and whatnot? Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. Boss, before I head
Doesn't
out,
my
kid.
primeval awareness only find constructs and slimes?
Yep.
Yep.
It would stop
So-
him
Oh, you
from
wanted-
looking for the robots. Yeah.
Yep, that.
Ah, okay. Yes, yes. Sure, I will do that for you.
And it's like 8 kilometers worth of pyong.
Yeah.
For 1 minute, you stir the pot and you sort of center yourself onto whatever ground there is. No, it doesn't feel like there's any ooze or undead. Not in
I
the
told
vicinity that is
evidence.
important anyway.
Can't detect anything.
Valerius gives you a thumbs up. All right, thanks, buddy. And then he disappears.
100
not-
feet away from your campsite, Valerius, you don't see any creatures. The greenery is lush. Maybe you see 1 or 2 nematodes. An earthworm, perhaps.
Okay.
But no like substantial creatures, no mice, no bats, no owls. Which is more than you can say for trying to find any large predators. You remember the bear once upon a time that
Hmm.
Bosk told you about? No, there's no bears. You do see some semblance of activity, but the scratches and the markings appear to be very, very old.
Valerius is somewhat concerned that there's an absence of, creatures, animals in general. What is scaring them away? Anyway,
The
he doesn't-
tower!
I mean, besides
tower!
that,
People suck out of them when they stay close.
You recall back when you were hit by whatever wave the thing is, you felt like your soul was being ripped from you before rubber banding back into your body. If you were any weaker, you believe that you wouldn't be here.
okay. So it's clear there's not too much threat to the camp at this point, right? I don't need to make a perception roll or anything. Well, I'm good. I could just head back.
Yep.
Okay, I head back. How long does this take me?
I mean, it doesn't take you long because you're an intelligent person. It doesn't take you long to realize nothing is alive. We
I'll
got
double
claw
back.
marks, but they look like they're more than 50 years old. I
Yeah,
should
just
go
come-
back.
I just come back after a while. I was like, hey guys, I'm back. We're good.
Good.
Besides, the obvious being the tower.
Okay, I've finished Ghost's thing. I go bring it to him.
I'll swap out with you and give you your mask back.
Ah, thank you.
It's a little bit rank down there, not gonna lie.
Oh, I thought it was strange that he was throwing up. Hasn't he not eaten for a while?
Yeah. He didn't really want to answer my questions about that.
Alright, I'll see if I can tidy up his little cave a little bit
Yeah.
while I'm down there.
I made a small effort.
Just garbage holes everywhere.
Yes.
There's just an ostrich there now.
It's a
Okay,
fluffy
I
ostrich.
I put the little nice smelling thing next to Ghost and let him know that I'm gonna leave this here. It should make your den a bit more pleasant. And then I turn around and I see the bad smelling remains, and I'll dispose of this for you. Gather,
Make
gather,
me
gather.
make me investigation check. Actually, what's your passive investigation?
My passive is 23.
Okay, I'm gonna take your passive because you're not actively looking for remains, but you do see bits of people that remain undigested, funnily enough. Kind of
Hmm.
fermented.
That's so
Ugh.
gross.
A finger. There are no eyeballs or cartilage, just like bone and
Okay.
maybe
Is
a
it
liver.
bone or bone and flesh?
Bone
Wait,
and
this is a
flesh.
organ.
Non-digested? Doesn't that suggest that it's
Like-
still kind of like fleshy?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like
been
you know
sitting
when
in
you
his stomach this whole time.
I'm
well,
picturing
what's-
let's see, like the Neanderthal man. It's like in the bog.
I was
Like
thinking
that.
more.
What else do we
Was
get?
it Lutzfisk?
Oh,
Lutzfisk?
Lutefisk. Oh,
Okay, we take
Feel bad.
everything outside. I
You're
warn everyone
surprised.
as I leave the hole.
You're also surprised that it can remain in a creature's stomach with all the stomach acids for so long.
Yes,
It shouldn't.
Why do boys
I'm like,
sick?
oh, this is not normal. Take out, take out. Okay, enjoy the rest of the night. We're gonna set up camp again.
Ghost, you have your friends coming to your beck and call. Although you did not call. There was just a lot of becking.
Just tries to ostrich himself as best he can because they're going to start talking and it hurts his ears.
Um,
Is
you
there?
don't have to make a roll for it. You're ostriching. There's nothing much you can do beyond what you're doing. However, Gunlug's little spell, little magic thing did make you feel slightly better. If only to remind you that everything else hurts. Because while you were puking, you were feeling things other than what you don't want to feel. So for everyone else, do you want to do anything in particular before bedding down? Valerius has assured that things are relatively safe.
I have a thing I would like to do.
Okay.
If Valerius can help me. Because I got a lot of really nice paper from our nice ally people.
Okay.
And I want Valerius to help me try to start like binding it into a new book.
That's easy. I can do that.
Mhm.
Like, what
I-
do you want the binding material to be made out of? Like hemp rope? Do you want it to be like steel coils? What do you want it to be?
Actually, I kind of want to, and I like pull out my current book, see what I can kind of scavenge and keep from this thing because this is some really nice strong magic embedded in this, but I would like to replace the paper.
So you like to keep the frame, but just replace the inner paper? I can try.
Well, if the magic is only in the frame, I don't know if it's like the whole book or if there's some way to kind of like take out parts and replace them over time or something in order to kind of like slowly.
Valerius kind of like gestures for the book and attempts to make an educated guess to see if that's possible or not, just by like going through the book itself.
Both
She
of you
holds on
make
to it for a little bit longer before she gives it to you. It's like a,
it's like the give, but you're still pinching it to not let go.
Yeah.
Both of you make me a check to your class's skill proficiency. If I'm not mistaken, clerics is wisdom.
Uh-huh.
And artificer is intelligence, right?
All right, so just
Yeah.
like a pure int and wisdom check, right?
Yep.
17.
Yeah, I'm a flash that to turn that into at least a somewhat respectable number of 12.
Yeah.
Well, with the 17, good luck. You know that as you say, it might be in the frame. Gut instinct tells you that it's actually in the process of creating this manifesto that gives it power. You can take it apart, but whatever that's powering this is time spent on you writing and understanding exactly what you deem important in your soul. Valerius can help to an extent, if only
Valerius
to
said,
steady
"This
your
is-"
hand and refine your thoughts.
Valerius said, "This is not technology. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing."
Okay. Can we maybe add some more pages to it? And I would like the pages to be in the front, so I can slowly start taking out some of these other nasty shit over time, and then replace them with new beliefs as they kind of come to me. Is that-
Valerius, you think it's doable? It's just rebinding a book, essentially.
Valerius goes through the books a couple times, looks at the binding, looks at the paper that Gunlock wants to incorporate. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can do
She
that.
doesn't really let you look at the writing. She's
Yeah.
kind of
Okay,
like,
he-
if she's like, if you like
He's
stay too long on like a specific page, to like flip it and start going more pages so you can't really read it.
now Valerius is just like opening the book just to like see like, okay, how is this bind? Is this glued? Is this string tied? The fuck am I doing? But yeah,
It's
afterwards
a
it's
little
like,
bit hard because good luck keeps interrupting you.
I'm
You're
like,
trying to look. Sorry.
Suspicious.
why? What the fuck? Okay, anyway, it's like, yeah, we can add more paper. Not that much of a problem.
Yeah.
All right, where's that paper you wanted to add?
I'll bring it to you because I've got that in my bag.
Oh, okay, sure. Valerius sits down and waits then.
I've got my bag right here. You don't have to wait long.
1 second, someone's talking
Yeah.
outside of my apartment.
Someone's talking. This is for good luck. You have pretty much 4, 5. Let's say it's 5:45 in the evening. You have so much time ahead of you. How much time do you want to spend? Actually, for the rest of you as well. I don't know when the team will decide to go to sleep, but decide on, I guess, mini downtime activity. Sort your shit out.
Oh,
Okay, so part of me wants to look through Valerius's tablet for interesting things, but new interesting things has just fallen into my lap in the form of strange ghost vomit. So I will investigate the strange ghost vomit.
That's hilarious.
I hate it.
I hate it. Okay, let's jump to strange ghost vomit for a while, and I'm going to take it.
So gross.
It's Bosk. I'm going to take it as this is the entire night before you go to sleep, kind of thing.
I'll also find time to cook food for everyone.
With the strange ghost
Nom, nom.
vomit.
I will not cook the strange ghost vomit. No, that is too precious.
Oh no!
I will watch her cook to make sure she's not cooking. strange vomit.
Strange.
Is she slowly gonna cook things to make us all into goop? I'm also like a little
It's like I make an investigation check. This would make a good food, you think?
They use
Oh,
fermented
no,
food in some other
no,
places in
no.
the
Oh
continent.
no.
This would be fine, right?
Norwegians would eat it. It's fine.
Extra umami. Anyway,
Eat it to a
um,
Scandinavian.
it
Don't
takes a
worry, it's an
while.
acquired taste.
It takes a while for you to go through the stuff. You do take a break to cook the food after you've cleaned up and put away your equipment that you have in the portable hall. That is now your makeshift lab that I'm assuming you share with other tinkerers in your team. Tell me how you set up your lab. I'm going to say you can add like 4 things that you really need. It is, how big is the portable hole? Like
It's a good
10
question.
feet deep, 15 feet wide or something like that. But the hole is like 6 feet.
Portable hole. 10 feet deep on a different plane. But it's like the gravity is always
Yep, the
Always
gravity is
upside,
always
yeah,
based
right side.
on the hole. Like if it's upside
Yeah.
down, it still be the correct gravity.
It will always be right side up for them.
Yes.
How wide is the 6 feet?
6 feet is the
That's not a lot of feet.
no 6 feet. Isn't 6 feet just like the mouth?
Yeah, but isn't it just a cylinder? No?
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, but 4
it's just a
small-ish
cylinder.
things. Like you can arrange them in a sort of stacking manner. It's 10 feet.
Okay. How big is the thing that we took? Like the
I would say that a majority of the
microscope,
stuff
quote unquote.
is how big? About maximum a foot high by about 20 centimeters wide.
Okay. That's
Definitely
fine.
stackable.
That's okay, yeah. I'll have that, and then I'll have some like glassware to store samples and things.
Mm-hmm.
And does Valerius have it like a burner type device, or do
I'm
we
gonna say
need to
yes.
like makeshift one?
I think
Easily.
he should have
Yeah,
1 or 2 Bunsen burner type things.
He smiths armor for crying out loud. He needs to
Okay.
heat this shit.
He just
Yeah.
uses a very strong hairdryer.
Do you
No.
use like your smithing set, like your
Yeah. I'll take
Yeah.
out my smithing set and lend you the tools that you need. Like here you go,
Yeah.
buddy.
nice, okay, and that.
Okay.
I think
with
that's a lot to fit into 6 feet diameter
Yeah,
of space.
yeah, but it's enough to do some fun stuff. You believe?
Yes,
Fun
yes.
in boss terms, not actually fun in other people terms. You observe the goo that you have in front of you. You've put it into some kind of vessel, and you move things around, and you realize that stomach acid shouldn't be this weak. Also, there seems to be a lot of what's the other word for phlegm?
Mucus.
Mucus. Thank you. Like mucus mixed with stomach acid is very, very weak. It's
Ah,
kind of like a bear during hibernation.
hibernation. I see. Interesting. Okay. I take these. I note all this down, and I think to myself, I don't think anyone else would find this even remotely interesting. But
Well,
that's okay because I do.
You definitely
It's
don't
like I
find
need to tell someone, but who would
nobody
care?
cares.
No one.
No one. Tell Van or Bureau, they'll be like, what?
Yes.
You find no practical application for this group. but how you want to use the information that he has really weak stomach acids and it seems to keep things well enough is up to you.
Can swallow things.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Yes. Okay. So, the stuff inside, it's like it has been preserved because if he hasn't been eating for X amount of time and this stuff was just left in the open, it would have been broken down by like natural bacteria and stuff.
It's more like preservation, pickling almost. But at the same time it is breaking down just very, very, very slowly.
Okay. I think it would be a horrible waste to let that happen at an accelerated rate now. So I like attempt to make sure it doesn't happen. I like store it in such a way that it doesn't go bad.
There's now uh you make meat kimchi.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
I put it in a jar and store it somewhere.
Essentially,
and
that's what
Put a
fermented
sticker
fish.
on that says "Do not eat."
Do not eat, do not smell,
case
do not
some-
open.
In case someone's like, "Ooh, what's this? Maybe it's food that Vosk has prepared." No, this is
Oh,
not food.
No.
No, it's not voodoo. It's not. No. You do know that you need it to live in an anaerobic environment, so no oxygen at all.
Yeah. So I have to prepare that somehow.
Okay. You
Probably
do
by
that.
putting it in some kind of
You have jars and
solution.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's fine. For the rest of you, this happens until you go to sleep or decide to go to sleep.
Yeah.
The
Like,
next person.
All right. Okay. I would like to. Give me a moment. I think I pressed something wrong. Yes. I need to sending to my other group.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I will be speaking in Undercommon.
Okay, I
The
have to
message is
look for your gang's name.
I am but I believe I am sending this to Whisper.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in my bio if you need to double check.
Okay.
All right. The wording is you can ask me to explain what it is, but I believe it is self-explanatory. Have ends reach offset? Reaper will be delayed. Extend 2 to 3 days. Eager newness if possible. Will update if extend longer.
You receive a reply from Whisper. She, under her breath, tells you, en route, reaching Anthill. Noted on delay. We'll find home. Until then.
Okay. That will be everything I need to do.
Okay,
Because
because
yeah.
it is code, are you relaying any extra information on top of the obvious?
Yes. The nest home is actually for new base. Like new base as in like to see if this is suitable for what we have been looking for, which is a new HQ, which what I think we discussed that needs to have the proper environment, supplies, food, communication and whatnot, all that good stuff. But that will be on them to see if it is a viable place for them to, for us to settle down for new HQ.
Okay. The reply that you receive also includes almost home, reaching anthill, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It it means that she has ascertained with her group that this seems like a safe space based on the people they've interacted with moving towards Allsit. But they're unsure and feeling hopeful that they can make it happen anyway.
Okay. At least there's hope. That is good. That will be it for now. I believe Master Stone is still burning like a hot rock.
If you put it in a cold glass of tea, that tea will be very warm.
Okay. That will be it. I'll go look for things to do. Like if someone needs my help to do something,
Okay.
anything at all.
All of you also realize throughout as night falls, or rather night fell, as you do your thing, and before you go to sleep, it is so quiet. No crickets, no sound of rustling leaves except for your friends. In fact, your breathing, because of the silence, has become so deafeningly loud that occasionally you will stop breathing for a few seconds just to make sure that you maintain the same level of silence. But obviously, you cannot stop breathing, so you start breathing again. Who's next?
I think that was everyone.
Okay. If that is everyone,
Ghost is in the hole.
Ghost is in the hole. You
Does he do
all.
anything in the hole? Or is he just resting?
I think he's just trying not to listen.
Okay. Good thing. Not much talking happening.
Not much talking. There's also not much noise. So this is like a really interesting space for Ghost to be. Chatter in his head, somewhat minimal. He managed to tell them to SCFU, leave me alone. Surprisingly, they acquiesced. All of you finally catch some rest. Some of you slower than others. And then morning comes. Roll me a d20.
Oh, let's do.
Oh, so
An
close!
auspicious number I have.
Oh,
We're okay. We're okay.
we're good. We're good. What's the other two?
You're good. You're good. You need one more from Ghost. Oh,
Two
one.
ones. Let's
And
go.
One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody is fine and dandy. Ghost, when you wake up,
If Ghost gets another nat one, you may as well just abandon him here and continue
Oh.
the campaign.
We're
send
just
him,
like, oh no, this
send him to the
tower has
others.
ruined him, man.
Send him to the others. Like, go to Van. Bad dog. Anyway, Ghost, morning comes. You awake, head buried in the ground. Around you, penetrating through the snow because of how warm the space is the smell
Jeff.
of vomit. Yes?
Sorry. Can we backtrack a little bit? I believe we forgot to tell Valerius about Valerius.
All right.
Oh, right. Okay.
No
okay.
one
That
told
is
me
a
you guys
very
contacted me.
important thing
Really?
to
Oh
do.
yeah,
Let
no,
me-
certainly
Yeah, I
would've-
need to backtrack
Yeah.
a little bit.
let me
I
rewind
don't think
this.
Goodluck told anyone about
No.
Polarius.
Valerius comes back like everything's
She
dandy.
will tell
Okay,
everyone
all
about
good.
hilarious. Sorry.
Mm.
This happens sometime at night while you're
we're
having
eating.
dinner,
Nom,
probably.
nom, 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 nom.
Well, how do you break the news? How does Valerius feel about this?
I will just kind of
Interesting.
like get everyone together and be like, so I did a sending to Hilarious, and all I got back was pain noises.
Oh,
He was, as far as I could tell, incapable of speech.
Valerius kind of swallows and he's like, and he's not here.
And I don't
Dear,
think he's coming, to be honest.
uh, it's not good.
How does your device work? Can you deactivate him from like remotely?
Valerius like pulls out the little gem that he's been using as a focus to cast Folaris. He's like, well, this thing has recharged enough to the point where I can recast it again tomorrow morning. Kind of
That means the
unfortunate.
old one just turns back into snow, right?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Somewhat concerning, but could he efface the slimes or something else to get him to that state?
Unlikely. There weren't any slimes left by the time we were done. And we had accounted for all of them.
Which means there's something else in these woods then. Well,
Out of
it-
character, is Valerius a strong swimmer?
he has a strength of -2.
Ah. There is the chance that he just fell into the lake and rolled 3 nat 1s in the row or something.
He's like,
It's cold, I'm drowning.
And he has not a good con, so
I
he's
forgot I'm
His
made
co-
of snow.
his con is not that bad. It's a +2. It's not
Okay.
terrible like his strength.
+2 is good.
plus this good.
At this point, Valerius is like, okay, so he's not coming back. So do you guys want me to just summon another one, or would you like me to copy someone else?
That's
You
up to
can-
you. If you summon another you, could you get that you to study the information we have on the tablet while we
I can
do our things?
It's not that big of a deal. No problem.
Then again, we
Yes.
can always
Or is it
redo.
better if you study the things on the tablet and he does the normal you things?
I mean, it's probably more helpful to have both of whoever is going to be there participating and helping out, right? We can read the tablet over time.
Valerius kind of like takes the fun into consideration. It's like probably best I will continue doing what I usually do and my copy does the reading. Mostly because the copy kind of comes in without any equipment, which means I have to arm him first.
Ah, I see.
So yeah, Valerius nods. It's like, I guess I'm summoning him again tomorrow morning then.
I think for a while. I think. What if you summon me, and then I read the tablet, and then we get the fake me to do the normal me things?
Valerius looks at Dark Boss and it's like, maybe we don't mind, yeah.
I
can
think
make
it's
that
better
happen."
if one of the real us gets the information. Because if we lose the clone again, then all that time will just be wasted. And you mentioned something about there being information on this tower
Yeah,
in the tablet, yes?
there is quite a few files that either reference it or outright allude to what it does, but unfortunately it's redacted. But there are many more files I haven't combed through just yet.
Yes. Well, the final decision's still up to you, but I imagine clone me can still do most of what I can do even without any gear.
Valerius nods. He's like, all right, I hear you. Sure. Yeah. Let's summon you tomorrow morning then. I'm going to need you as a test subject for a little bit then.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay. That
Good
settles
plan.
that.
Good plan.
Rewind
to
is
next morning.
done. Next morning, back to Ghost. You now have your faculties back. You now smell the smell of your half-eaten food, or fully eaten food, just undigested, which is
I
very
did
strange.
clean up most of it. I left him the little nice smelling thing.
But
The
also,
peach
there's
thing is
still
buried
some,
somewhere.
maybe
Stomach
some
file.
around.
Nice smelling thing.
You did your best.
Yeah. Could have been
perhaps-
a lot worse.
Perhaps Kunlag did a little too heavy a digging.
Oops.
that
That was
some
yummy.
remains hidden forever.
Haha, remains.
Anyway, Ghost, you finally have your faculties back. the voices in your head do not annoy you as much. In fact, having them around reminds you that you're somewhat in control compared to the night before or the day before.
Mhm.
Are you responding to this in any particular way, or do you just step out?
Uh, Ghost will do a little mental check-in with the voices, even the less pleasant ones, to see if the tower is doing any weird shit to them too.
The voices, the ones that are agreeable, tell you that no, they feel perfectly fine. Nothing's changed. And then one of them starts complaining about the other tenant, the terrible one.
Hmm.
And then it just becomes a committee meeting, an apartment committee meeting.
Nice.
Fair enough.
He will close the door in the meeting and
Okay,
exit
y'all
the
talk.
tunnel and exit the
Neighborhood
tunnel
associate
and collapse
Avenue.
it behind him.
It falls with an unceremonious flump,
Yep.
caved in. You
Enough
are
of
greeted
that.
with the sun hasn't fully risen yet. It is twilight for a long time. You know this. You've been in the tundra for a really long time. But it's comforting. What's not comforting is your inability to sense living creatures. You would usually be able to track and smell and realize that they're there. This is unnerving even for you. And this is the first time you're
Oh, it's
experiencing
just
this
us.
because you were having a shit day yesterday. Around you, people are slowly waking up. You no
This is
longer
going to be the
see
major.
you no longer see Van, Biro, and the three others. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Bosk and
Wake up.
Valerius are sitting somewhere as Valerius casts the spell.
Ghost will try to look at the not look, but try to like put his ear to the spire to try and hear what he can. Like
Make
whether
me
the
a
spire makes a
perception.
noise or anything.
Make me a perception check. It is a relatively high roll.
Yep.
23.
Ooh, nice.
You focus all your faculties in that direction, and it does seem to take over the sounds of rustling of the wind, of your friend attempting to make another friend. It's a very low hum, sub bass kind of hum. And every so often you would hear it get kind of pitchy and then relax. Sort of like it's being activated, but in short, very tiny bursts. And this continues. There's no real rhythm to it.
Pattern? No. You will think about this particular sound. Has he heard anything like this sound anywhere before?
Not that you can remember. All those years stalking after mayhem. This is not something you've experienced.
You will shuffle over to meet the others, see how they're doing.
Okay,
Oh,
replication gang.
How does the
Worky, worky.
replication work?
Valerius just BRB.
Oh,
so
he
Oh, he
BRB'd.
BRB. Okay.
He just BRB.
Ooh. One of the things you should do in the morning is check on Van and Biro.
Yeah,
and
that's a good
sort of
idea.
update them, be like, yo, we're at our old campsite. We're heading toward the tower now. Hope everything is okay. Do you guys have enough food?
That's exactly word for words what I will say as Busk is telling me to ask about it.
Boss says that, and you repeat in Bosk tone.
Yes, I do.
Van is confused. Do you check on Van or Biro?
Van.
Van, she's like, why do you sound like Bosk? It's very unnerving. We're fine too. We've just had breakfast. Do you want us to go to you? How about we can stay here? I don't know how this works. She keeps talking and then she cuts off.
Nice.
Ah, a clown.
Nice. They're okay.
All right, they sound good but confused.
Yeah.
Um,
General state of being around us, I think.
hmm. Ah, Ghost is awake and out and about.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, but ugh, you really didn't have to bear with me yesterday.
Nonsense.
Did you get anything done?
Not really. We'll fill Ghost in on what happened yesterday. Like, oh, the civilians were being affected by the tower, so Mume and I had to take them to a relatively safe place outside of the influence. And there's some information on these spires in the files that we downloaded from the facility, but we haven't had enough time to properly sift through them yet. There was a strange pulse that emanated from it, which caused the throw up. We're
I
thinking
hold up
of
my book.
yes. We engaged in crafts and other such activities, and we're thinking of heading over to the spire to investigate a bit further. Also, Folarius was not coming back, so we decided to deactivate him and make a new one. Our plan is to have Fo Me do the things that normal me would normally be doing, and I'll be looking through the files to see if I can find out more information about the spire as we head over towards it.
What do you mean
That's the
normal
plan
thing?
anyway. What do we mean,
What
what,
do you
sorry?
do that's normal? What is your normal stuff, boss?
Oh, wayfinding.
Cooking?
Yeah, looking after injuries. Like the usual stuff that we do when we walk from point A to point B.
So it can't do the finer things like research?
It can, but if we lose the clone again, we don't want that information to be lost with it.
Or end up with someone else because of it, I suppose, as well.
Yes. I don't think these simulacrums are capable of learning.
Oh.
Shouldn't be.
So they can't research then.
Yes.
Make
I'm not
me
sure. We can probably retain information.
yeah, Valerius, make me a general intelligence check
Okay.
for your spell.
All right. Let's see. Nope. Valerius is not smart today.
9. It checks out.
Yeah, what I'm saying is making sense, probably.
That checks out. Yep. Okay, at which point you start casting your spell to. Do you actually just make a snowman? or in boss, it's a snow woman.
No la, no la, no la. It's slightly more scientific. I pull out something that jets out a beam to scan Bosca's features or whatnot. And then I turn it
Oh.
around. There's a spike that comes out of it, and I just jab it into the snow, and the snow starts forming into a shape.
Manatao, the bubble
Ah,
component is
neat.
you're outside the door going, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
No, God. But yes, things jab into snow. Iceman starts to come out.
Okay.
Iceman in
So
this
it's
case.
like, is it me shaped but made of snow? Like it's all
you.
white?
It's you
It
shaped.
is you exactly, except for whatever flavor that you choose to impart. In fact, it's you to the point where this creature takes shape, and because it's supposed to be your clone, and Valerius made it as you, she speaks the same as you, and she goes, this is interesting.
Huh.
Boss. And I gestured towards the thing. Well, here we go.
All right. So you're in charge of helping these guys in the ways that I normally would while I'm reading this tablet.
Are you
Understood.
goopy as well?
I approached the clone and I'm like, wait, Valerius, are we the same in terms of like biology? And I like
Yeah.
prod.
The snow squishes. Yes, you are. You should
Are
be
you
the
are you
same.
ticklish? Like, is boss ticklish?
A little bit, yes.
Also, I remind you that the snow comes out naked. So there's a naked bosk. Which is
Ah,
kind of cold.
okay, interesting. Avert
Check
my
it
eyes
out.
and turns and hands cloak.
I have a extra set of common clothes. Here you go.
Thank you.
She
Huh.
puts on the clothes. Comments it's still a little bit chilly, but you can see she's as interested in real Bosk as she is in herself. She says things like she's always wondered what it would be like to be a clone, because it's just you. Your brain just parallel parked next to each other, and now you're diverging.
Yes. It's like, huh. Fake Valerius wasn't so chatty, amazingly.
But you seem to mirror her exactly in terms of marks on your body, whatever's going on.
All right, I will ponder about this later. And then I will hold out my hand for Valerius's tablet.
Okay,
And his
question.
tablet.
Because you'll be doing a lot of research, would you
Yes.
like to play not Bosk, Nosk, while actual
Um,
Bosk reads?
Sure. I guess that works. I just have all the abilities minus the ones that my items give me.
Correct.
I'll outfit her with like short sword and my longbow and my first aid kits.
She understands why you do not give her your items because she's expandable. Very, very respectable, like scientific, emotionless thinking. Like I get what you mean. How you choose to play that as this Bosk slowly comes into her own is up to you.
Oh no, why is this so much more complicated than I thought it was going to be?
And just the reminder that this not Bosk Nosk um is very aware that had if anything were to happen, she can just be dismissed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's not like you can decide as Nosk to run away and start a farm.
Yes.
You could if Valerius feels bad about just offing Nosk.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So what are you doing? Are you having any more conversations? Breakfast is done. Actual boss has started reading and is sat down.
Yes, I'm searching for all the information on the spires and be like, oh, what are these supposed to do? What? How many are there? Blah 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 blah.
Are you following
So
them throughout, but out of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
way?
I'll be like walking. So
Okay.
if like combat actually does happen, I
You
will
can
be
participate.
in the thick of it. Yes.
Okay.
Unless conveniently everyone like runs off and I'm like, oh, where do you go?
Because you do have a magic carpet that somebody can ride with you on
Oh,
if you wanna
perfect.
like
right.
low intensity just read book.
Yes. If we're using the carpet, I would do that. If not, if like we're not using the carpet for some reason, then I would just like walk and read. And
That is up
occasionally
to
fall over.
Valerius.
Take the
Yeah,
carpet.
up
Here
to
you go.
y'all.
Here's how you control it.
Although
Oh,
somebody will
okay.
have to control it on your behalf because you can't do two things
Yes,
at the
because I
same
can't
time.
control it. I can't drive and read at the same time. That
Yes, that would
sounds
be
bad.
dangerous.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
It sounds like an accident.
So
Yes.
if boss number 2 is wayfinding, do you need Mume to be around wayfinding as well, or do you want him to hang
Just
back?
do what we normally do. Like,
Okay.
because my survival is good, but my perception is like not very good. So
Okay. I will
uh,
use my reliable talent perception then.
yeah. So
Okay.
you can like keep a lookout or stuff.
Okay,
And then
given
Valerius can drive the car.
given everybody's movement, everybody make me a survival with advantage.
Everyone
Just
was?
Everybody?
this is
Okay.
to yes, everyone. This is to see how fast you move.
Survival.
15.
Oh,
My survival's not shit for once.
Hey,
hey, 24, 26, 24.
nice.
Big.
27, 24, 15, 26, 24. Very good. The estimation initially that Valerius and Mume came up with is for naught because you arrive there within an hour and a half. Honestly, with time to spare.
I'm like, damn it, we're here already. I thought
Okay.
I had more time.
Lol. That how we do. That how we do. I'm going to drag all of you into a map.
Oh
Plop.
no.
Oh no.
Concern.
Please put yourself. Ignore the spire looking very bulbous. Just pretend it's straight edged, okay? Shh.
Is this the
Um,
pile of rocks and
put-
top of it that's the
Put
spire? Or...
yourself here.
Oh my god, the map is huge. Fuck.
Yep, it is very huge.
Eagle.
Put yourself here.
Okay.
Or
Are those
here.
all fog? Are these all fog?
No, it's snow.
or...
It's,
Oh, it's
a
just
snow.
Here.
Wait,
It's
where are we supposed to
low-
go? Here?
Low poly.
Here. Anywhere in this area.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to drag out a second boss to simulate Nosk.
Nosk. Yes. Is everybody there?
We're missing a ghost.
Gmap. Oh my god, Gmap is too close.
I'll drag him out. There's Ghost. Let's drag out second Nosk.
Oh,
give-
look, everybody's so small.
Give them the RGB so that we know it's Nosk.
Everybody's so small.
Yeah, oh no. Concerned.
I mean, this is not. I'm gonna tell you straight up. This is not a combat map. This is a time to use your brain map.
Okay.
Which might be worse than a combat map. We'll see. Today on D&D, are my players smart? We don't know.
Answer is no, at least I'm not smart.
You're all smart. Shut up. Anyway, there are many ways to skin a cat.
Not me.
So Kill him! No. Anyway, you arrive at the spire. It is slightly illuminated green, with the light of the sun slowly cresting in the horizon. The sky is still gray, full of clouds. Hang on, let me open this. I have lost my stuff. Anyway, in front of you, aside from the spire, where is my measurement? You see here some kind of obelisk, some kind of mini spire. It seems to be a platform that extends upwards and ends with like an orb. It looks like a pawn, a chess piece, for want of a better phrase. And it seems inert. From far away, you can see some platforms surrounding it. There seems to be 4. Some seem to be buried under snow and ice.
I am back.
Was there anything in the notes about it? Whatever that is.
How is the visibility here besides the tower? I mean the
It's
spire. Sorry.
it's clear ish. I mean, visibility is very good. The problem is the spire is giving you like a mild headache.
Okay, so if we don't look directly at it, with it, the visibility here is like a-okay, no
It's clear.
other.
It is
Okay,
very, very clear. As long as it doesn't start snowing or uh getting too windy, it's fine.
Right.
It's chill.
um, right.
Further down, those people who have keen eyesight down here, you can see a similar spire, but it seems smaller
Covered.
and sunken into the ground.
Right. Yeah. Saw it.
Which is the spire? This thing?
Yeah.
Or this giant, whatever this thing is?
This giant thing is the spire, like spire proper,
Okay.
the rock spire,
Yeah,
the obsidian spire, whatever. This is more like
Hmm.
an
Obelisk?
extra thing.
A small obelisk.
I don't want to call it an obelisk because it's not. It's
Okay.
it's a thing. It's a thing. Valerius, with
Is it
the
tall?
question that that Ghost asked you, you remember reading through, and it's confirmed by Bosk that these things seem to inform some kind of on-off mechanism, kind of like a switch. But there's no way for you to find in the duration that you've been reading how to turn it on. So you think some tinkering must happen.
Okay.
I also remind you, it
tell
seems
this
inert
to
right now.
everyone.
Might go and look at it. At
So
least.
this is like a control panel for the big tower. Is it?
There seems to
Seems
be.
like it. But
There
you
seems-
also
Okay.
know that there's one here. There's a little
Yeah.
guy here.
Okay, I guess we just go check out one and then go check out the other one in whichever
Hmm.
sequence that you guys so deign. Or are there any hints on which one, like, do I know more about one than the other in my
At the
1
moment,
hour half of
no.
scrolling and reading?
You only know that it's an on-off switch or some kind of on-off switch. You're not sure how it works. You're not sure how many. You only see 2 things in front of you that might be it, but you're not sure.
Okay. Yep. I haven't been able to find anything other than what I just said, so checking out either one's fine.
Well, we check the.
You can make a guess given their overall size and how visible they are as to what they might do?
We'll check the most visible one first, then the one that's in front of us, at least.
Okay, you
Sounds
can
good.
move your tokens there so I know which one.
Which one is real me and which one is fake me?
The real
Uh,
you doesn't have colored.
What?
The real me
Oh, the
doesn't
dots.
have color.
So the
Yes.
fake you has RGB.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Eh.
Okay, so I'm just on the Valerius carpet. Real me is anyway.
Correct.
Okay. Right, that one.
I'm just gonna zoom in here for a while because that works. You see
Yeah.
this? I'm gonna call it a pawn because it looks like a pawn. There's a wine glass sort of base, and then it goes upwards to a point that ends in an orb about person sized. The orb right now is clear, tinged green. You know that it's off. You know that it's not functioning right now. You also see stone platforms on the ground. The one furthest away from you here seems to be buried in ice and snow. These two, this one also seems to be heavily buried in ice and snow. This one seems relatively open.
First thing first, I do want to see if there is any wordings that we can be able to read.
Okay, you're gonna have to go closer, much closer.
Yeah, I guess we check to see if it's been disturbed recently.
Okay. Make me an investigation check to people who want to check to see if it's been disturbed.
All right, fake
This
me.
is an
Let's do.
active check, right? I can't use passive, right?
Oh no, fake me.
Thank
Why?
you. Like, you're pretty sure it's not disturbed?
You know, we
No,
lost
this is
some
an
15 is still a
active
good number.
Okay.
active investigation.
Investigation. Thank you. Why? 24.
24.
Ah, there we go.
You confirm Bosk or Nosk. You confirm you confirm her saying seems relatively untouched. You agree? You look closer with your 24 as well, and you see surrounding the the body of the thingy. There has to be a better word for this.
The outer rim?
No,
Like-
not the outer rim. The body of the pawn.
Oh, like the bow structure, whatever.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So you know, let me draw. So you know
Let me draw.
how ball, and then a thing,
What
and
are we
then the
looking
body,
at?
and then
Oh, it's a little
there
bit
it
top
is.
right.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah, a
it.
little bit top
It's
right.
red.
and then
Yeah.
something like
little,
that. You know,
It's a little board game piece.
yeah, it's a board game piece. Yeah, it's
So
a elf hat.
But you are
Yeah.
talking about the
Ghost,
base of it, right?
Where the
Ghost
lines
will
are.
speak up.
Okay.
Does this make sense to be a security device? Or is it
Well,
a collector device?
that's what we are trying to ascertain. I mean, we
Yeah.
will be zapped by now if it is a security one.
At any
Okay.
rate, it's
Uh,
currently deactivated.
There's liquid somewhere, is it?
No, there is no. It's just
Okay,
ice.
no.
In fact, it's cold. It's you breathe out and your breath turns into mist. If you
Do we
sneeze,
find
it will
any-
become a projectile.
Do we find any like interface control panel-y thing to interact with, or is it just like funny building,
Not
Yeah.
yet.
funny structure,
As I
funny
was saying,
monument?
uh,
Okay, we slowly
Mome,
do.
you find inscriptions written around where I've drawn the lines, like the shittily drawn lines
Yeah, yeah.
around the thing. What languages do you speak?
Okay. From what I remember, did I write it down here? Yes, I did. It would be click common, undercommon, elf, and Sylvian.
You recognize some Sylvan writing, but you don't recognize the others.
Okay.
I forget what languages I have.
Did you
I think
write it down?
Bosk has
If you
a
have, you
lot.
can just
I
click.
did. I did. There we go.
Ghost will speak up that last time when there was Riker technology, it was mostly Sylvan and Draconic and Primordial.
Ah,
Oh,
what a coincidence.
okay. I will point out to to boss 2,
Boss,
doc 2.
you've been
Yeah.
spending all this
Yes,
time
yes.
trying to make sure that nobody's been here. Because 14.
Okay. Yep.
But I
Okay.
tell you, it's
You
right.
indicate to me, oh look, there's some writing, and I'm like, oh okay.
Okay.
I
Let's look at the writing.
only
You have a
recognize
look.
Sylvian.
And you read through. It
Let's
seems
see.
archaic in a way where you recognize that it came from your
Hey,
time
this is
ish,
from
like the
before
language.
time.
The language seems passed similarly. You know how
I haven't
dialects
heard-
change?
Yes, I haven't heard this turn of phrase since waking up.
So we will be one of your guys' technology, I believe.
Actually, is the handwriting yours?
Well, would this be handwriting or like stone carving?
This is stone carving, and you know for a fact, based on your readings, you had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, no, not mine. Valerius though, maybe.
Can
Actually,
Valerius?
wait.
Spell it.
Does this predate us? Because you said
Valerius
150
did
years before.
Valerius,
before
can you
the
come closer?
incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before we got captured.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like based on our information, it shouldn't. The real me says from the carpet.
You
I
also
imagine
infer.
Valerius at some point goes to. Is he BRB? Yes, he's
I don't know.
BRB.
He is
I think
BRB
so.
again.
Anyway, he'll ask, so what does it say?
Good
You
question.
read through it and make me an Arcana check.
Is there
Arcana.
an assist for it?
Arcana.
Is there an assist for it? No.
Until Valerius comes back, I'm gonna say no.
Valerius, get over
16.
here.
You
Read.
can read it out loud. You read it out loud trying to make sense of it. You understand the words separately.
I hope I didn't trigger something by reading it out loud.
No, you didn't.
I warned everyone. I'm about to read it out loud. I hope nothing bad happens, and then I read it out loud.
You read it out loud, you wait for a while. Nothing happens.
Explosive runes.
Question, are you actually standing in that spot?
I guess, unless there's a reason for me not to be.
Okay. At some point you will step on the platform and it recesses a little bit, like very slowly. And then when
I've
you step off,
discovered
it goes
something.
back up. It's kind of like a switch, some kind of switch.
Okay. I check. Well, I guess we will check all the other like little like on this knob thing, right? That sticks out.
No, on the squares.
On the squares.
On
This
the
square.
squares, yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, like I stepped on it to get a better view.
Okay.
I wasn't on the square though.
You
You
were
were at the
Could
corner.
the rest
adjacent.
of us,
I was like-
could the rest of us like understand anything from what boss read out loud?
What languages do you have?
Okay.
What did I read out loud actually? Like which language was it?
All of it.
Oh,
It's like the most
Wow.
rojat thing. So if you
Oh,
don't have
all
all of
spoke-
it. Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
no, he
oh,
can-
yes,
Oh?
because he
No,
has
no, he can.
he has the monk ability.
Yes.
No, but it's when it's spoken, which
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh wait,
Which
I
works
just
now.
did.
reading it out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did.
Again, make me
The
an
synergy.
Because
Actually,
if you
I'm
don't
gonna-
speak it out, he actually will not understand.
Yes.
What did Shah say?
because you don't have Arcana proficiency in this particular field, make me an Arcana check with disadvantage. And you can
Yeah.
only do this because you have all spoken languages. So you're trying to parse a technical sentence. It's as if
Double
you
net
go
20, let's go. Wow.
19.
Almost.
19 is really good.
Almost
Unfortunately,
double that
19 is not good enough.
Can
Okay,
we get the
get him,
Mr. Flash
Valerius.
of
Flash
Genius?
him.
Flash?
Is Valerius back?
I don't know. Where's he?
Valerius.
Where
Oh,
did
I
he
heard
go?
a badum.
Disconnected?
Badum?
Oh no.
Oh,
Valerius better flash this. I
Valerius
mean, I got
disconnected.
19 on disadvantage. This never happens.
We'll say that he does. Can we steal his
Stop.
treasure?
Yes.
I'm gonna
That
assume
will
he
borrow
allows you to do that,
Yeah,
but I will say in advance you don't want to do that because that is not your expertise. It's a bit like
Oh.
somebody who understands language going into advanced algebra class. Yeah, you understand the words that are coming out of the mouth, but you don't know how to apply it.
Alright, fine.
Oh.
With the 19, do I get something at least?
It makes sense.
Wait, what languages does Valerius have? Can we just pretend that
He
he's
has Draconic, I think, and Primordial.
He has this.
Oh, Sylvan. Okay.
He has Draconic Sylvan.
He hears this, and then because the two of you have looked at the schematics,
Ooh, if I think if Ghost repeats what I say, Valerius can understand Ghost.
make me a
he'll-
performance
that's how
check.
the ability. That's how the ability works, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
you're trying to repeat it in context.
Oh, right. Because he can't speak out the languages. So when he translates it into common, it might mean something completely
Correct.
different.
It's like going to the
understand.
UN and being an interpreter for that.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
nuance.
Ghost does have this.
Okay, yeah.
I don't have to.
Okay.
So right now it's not acting per se. It's trying to embody the meaning and the instance to what you understand for what is being said. So for
It's just a
example,
performance.
yeah, it's a performance check, yeah. It's a bit like somebody who doesn't understand sarcasm going, "Oh, I'm in pain." And then somebody translates it to, "She's in pain."
Oh.
We have advantage, right? No? Is that advantage?
No,
No, when trying to
Do you
pass
have-
yourself off as a different person, which you're not doing.
13.
But you are mimicking the speech or
Mm.
sounds of another person. Which
That's
is,
true.
No, Ghost is trying to pretend to be boss speaking.
Yeah.
I would say, given what you know, and
Unnerving.
a 13 is enough to give Valerius advantage on his Arcana
On his
check.
Arcana.
Because you have filled in
Yeah.
some important words that are integral in understanding the schematics that he saw. That was heavily redacted. Question is, where is
Okay, That's good.
Does
I don't know.
anybody
He
want
dropped
to
off the
click?
call.
Yeah, I said that he disconnected.
Yeah, I can click on his number.
Okay, do it.
Uh,
25?
uh,
25.
He will
25
flash of
is...
genius and make that 30 because that's totally something he would do.
Okay.
Anyone disagree?
No.
He
No?
would do
Yeah, that is
He
what
would
he
do
would
it.
do.
He does need to go closer.
Yes.
He's
Oh,
gonna-
I have.
He's gonna
someone
pop over
moving.
here, and he's gonna read it.
Does my what's it called, flop onto the floor when the driver leaves?
No, it slowly
The
descends.
carpet. Ah, okay. Oh, I turn and look. Oh, he's left. Very good.
Anyway, you continue reading. He goes to the spire and he sees the ruins. He reads it. He looks at the schematics, and he voices out that it's some kind of rune that absorbs strong spells and uses it to power or depower some safety mechanisms. And then as he says that, you see a light bulb click, and he repeats, "Oh, the whatever sickening thing that make you guys puke, the thing that stops you from being able to see the spire."
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to him.
Okay, so we shouldn't try to mess with this for now
Not
because it might let out another wave, and we're right next to it.
He shakes his head. He lets you know that this has nothing to do with the waves. He points to the big thing, and he goes, "That's the thing that is giving you the waves.
Oh,
This
but
thing,
didn't you just say this was like the safety or whatever?
yeah, is the safety for the thing that's protecting the big thing."
Ah, okay. So we can turn it off.
it is
He
off
nods.
right now.
Wait,
Right?
yeah, that's right. Is it
He
off right now?
He
It
shrugs.
should be
Yeah.
off.
Can we tell?
It
Can we
looks
find
off.
out?
Actually, when was the last uncomfortable pulse? Like how many hours ago was it?
It was around 4 p.m.
And then previously, when we were hit by the uncomfortable pulse, what time was it?
4 p.m.
Yeah, it only happened once.
Yeah, it only happened once.
Hmm.
It's still relatively early in the morning. It's about
We
We
brunch.
don't know if
I
it
think-
happens once a day.
Wait, and guys, I'm trying to think a bit. Then when the spire became, is it perpetually very difficult and unpleasant to see, or was it intermittent?
When you looked at the spire further away, it seems as though it was hazy, and then it'll come into focus, and then you'll get a headache, but it'll still remain hazy. It's uncomfortable to look at. It's like looking at a really bright light. Kind of like
Okay.
looking at the sun.
Okay.
Maybe these 4 devices, maybe they help it make some effects, not the main one.
Are there 4 devices?
From
Well,
I
just
didn't
I
zoom
can
out.
see.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
there's
yeah, yeah.
there
There
is
are
one,
more.
quite.
There's more than 4. I will
There's
say that.
more. There's quite a few around.
Yeah, there's more than 4.
I hadn't zoomed out.
Please zoom out.
We can't see
but
them,
also,
can we? Like in character?
you could choose to spend some time to walk around. I'm not going to say it takes you a really long time because the map is what it is.
It's big enough. Like it's
Yeah.
fairly large.
Yeah, like you can make a tight circle around if you feel like it.
With
Yeah,
my passive, can I actually see this one? Wait, that's a wrong thing.
because the map
Okay.
looks very smoky. Is it actually like
Um,
obscured?
that would be the snow and the ice obscuring the objects.
Oh, okay, so they're all like kind of covered in snow.
Yeah, that's why you can see bits of stuff, and some of the
I
stuff you
see, I
cannot see.
Okay,
that's
question, DM. So the spire is made of this weird dark rock thing, right?
Correct.
Is there debris of it around, lying around?
Not at all. It seems pristine. It seems that it's untouched,
Damn.
Hmm.
strong even.
Okay, never mind. Back to Mume.
right. Would I able to see this?
Yeah. If you go
Yeah,
near
yeah.
enough, if you're making the circuit and you go near enough, it's visible. The problem is, you ever go into your freezer to thaw it out when it's been on for like a year and you have like
Yeah.
bits of ice stuck on the wall?
Yes, I'm
It's like that.
going to avoid the panels, and once I get close to it, I'm going to feel and dig out, try to make sense where is the panel and avoid stepping on them, and see if it is the same wording on this panel, on this whatever this object thing called Tesla Tower looking like.
So, this one Doesn't have any panels. It just has the orb at the top.
Ooh. Then I will rub off the snow and see if the wordings are the same.
There are no wordings on this one.
Ah. Yes, they do
Okay.
look different on the map.
Okay, so and then I will go back and report to them says that, well, one
Does
thing for sure.
anybody hang on? Does anybody go around to recce the whole site?
I think we will do that now after
Yeah,
Mume comes back and is like,
yeah.
"Oh, that one's a bit different." Blah 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 blah. I'll be
That
like,
Okay.
one
okay,
different, no.
maybe we should go around and look at all of them
Yeah.
first and get
A
bigger
proper view,
picture,
yeah,
as they
a
say.
bigger picture, yes.
We
Yes.
will move our most important person, which is Valerius, around to look at it as well, because otherwise it's pointless.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Mume, what were you going to say?
fake me
So,
will drive the car with real me.
oh no, this is just weird. Okay, so that one doesn't have the pedestal and also doesn't have carving of words in it. It is like a structure of itself, but without any activation. It's also the bob is also the same with the greenish tint, innate looking, right?
Yep. Everything
Yeah,
is the same except it doesn't have the square things and it doesn't have writing on it.
yeah. So it doesn't have the pedestals and it doesn't have the carving of words.
Valerius, because he did eventually get like a 30 something,
Yes.
points to the schematic and he repeats the word, oh, like a relay.
The relay for magic or
Goes boop
He
boop 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 boop
he nods
like a machine.
and then he turns
So,
around and points to this one.
which
Which
one?
one?
Let me
Oh,
Oh, okay, that one.
okay, I saw that one. Yes.
Okay, so some of these, I see. So like they alternate, so it's like one without any switches and one with some switches, and one without any switches and one with some switches.
It looks
Yes.
like it.
So let's get
So there's
Valerius.
probably a switch here that's covered in snow that we can't see.
Yes, there is a switch at a corner of it. I think I saw, like
Okay.
edge.
So I'm thinking since we're down Joe and Ida, we can continue puzzle
Correct.
when they're back next week. Yeah.
Feel free to screenshot this map to share,
Okay, wait.
and then you can have
It's
like
kind of
a
tough getting the size right.
Yeah, because it's very big.
yeah. It's 100 by 100 squares.
Sha, do you have the raw picture map?
It's very big.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Oh
Because
screenshot
my
it. It's
god.
fine. You don't need the exact numbers. I made it so that it's feasible for you to get around within an allocated time.
it's more so that I don't think I'm able to zoom out
Huh?
enough to print
No. Can. I
without
got all the
any of.
important
Oh,
things, I
okay,
think.
good. That is okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Then
Anyway,
that's good.
we are gonna take this offline. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We will be back next week with hopefully everybody. Take care of yourself. Be good, be safe, and good night.
Good night. Good night.
Right. Oh boy.